The Truth, episode number 80. The Eagles won the bye week without even playing. Howie Roseman's the GOAT. We're going to talk about all that and the latest moves in the NFL. But first, let's talk about how they talking about our Philadelphia Eagles out there in the media.
Howie freaking Roseman is at it again in Philadelphia. At it again.
Why do you keep trading your players?
Right.
Hey, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
He's running laps around the NFL.
Well, he's running Super Bowl rings around Jerry Jones in Dallas while he's out doing oil and gas.
Yeah.
Howie Roseman's out making trades.
Yeah.
And you go get Jaelan Phillips, and you already got Jaire Alexander and Michael Carter II. Those are three really good players to me. I don't know what happened to Jaire in Baltimore. We know he can play because we've seen him play at the highest level. There were times I thought he was the best corner in the league.
Me too.
No, seriously. You added three players I would take in Dallas like in a heartbeat. He beats everybody to the punch while everybody's laying back saying, well, let's see. No, he just says no. Boom, boom, boom.
100%.
Right.
I mean, Howie Roseman, he's unbelievable bringing in all this talent. All these other teams are sitting there, and they're not willing to go out and get a guy. They're not willing to, bring a guy into the locker room that maybe is troubled. They say, we got the culture. We got the locker room.
They do.
We got the talent.
They do.
We'll bring these guys in who are cast-offs on other teams,
Yeah.
and these guys just come in, and they ball out, and they fit in so well.
I'm sorry. They're the best team in the NFC still.
They are.
What's going on, everybody, man? And welcome to the very first episode of The Truth, where not all Eagle fans agree on everything. And this is definitely the spot where this shit about to go down.
Gotta stay locked in Goggins. Gotta ball out like Robin. Straight to the top, I'm all in. Ordinary piece like a toxin. I don't wanna be like Robin. I just wanna lead, no watching. Fuck caution, I ain't gonna be common. I got the confidence, like I'm on this shit, like I'm the baddest bitch in the club. I'm here for dominance, I'm being honest, that's what I want. I'll never give up, I want the whole place sold out. My name in every mouth, you know I'm after this shit. Till the world say my motherfucking name. Say my name. Say my motherfucking name. Say my, you know I'm after this shit. Till the world say my motherfucking name. Say my name. Say my motherfucking name. Say my, you know I'm after this shit. Till the world say my motherfucking name.
Driven by fire, driven by fear, never get tired, no I'm still here. Felt in the cracks, now I'm shifting gears. 10 years into my moments here. Waiting my turn, now I'm hot in demand. Slept on a kid, but I had bigger plans. Stayed low key, but I still hit drive. Give me one shot and I'm coming alive. Next on the left, second taste it. Gunning for the top, no limitations. From the basement, no hesitation. Flipping on my L's from the straight motivation. Ain't no quitter, I'm built for the grind. Pressure makes.
Cause you know we have it. What's up, JC? How you doing today, my guy? You're on mute, my guy. You're on mute. Welcome, everybody, to the episode 80 of The Truth. JC is on mute. He will be with us shortly. How you doing, buddy?
Yo, I'm good, man. I mean, the trade deadline, it's over with. Why do I hear myself? Hey, you got to put you down a little bit. But yeah, so the trade deadline is over with. The trade deadline is over with. Yeah, all right, whatever. And some teams, we have some teams that made some good moves. So we just want to see, did they do enough to, keep ahead or catch up? I mean, that's the biggest thing. A couple big moves that happened today, so we're definitely going to get into it. But for the most part, it wasn't very splashy, right? But we'll see. Sometimes it's not the splashy moves that makes you better. It's the low-key, the under-the-radar moves that get you ahead sometimes. But we'll see.
Yeah, there's a lot of things went on in the NFL. The biggest two, I would say, though, by far, it's got to be our division rivals, Dallas Cowgirls, picked up Quentin Williams, man. He picked up Mickey. They got themselves a DT finally. They got someone that can stop the run. And look at Ernie Cowboy talking about it's he said Quentin Williams is already better than Jalen Carter, man. Like these guys are stoked, they're happy, they're excited about what happened for their football team. How do you feel about the trade?
And first of all, don't ever put that dude tweet in my face. The most delusional Cowboy fan out there, and you gonna give him airtime for $3.99 unless he paying you for some ads. Now, take that shit down. That dude is so delusional. That's the worst person to even bring up a tweet from. But anyway, no, it was a good move. It was a solid pickup. Like I can't even hate on that move. I think this move is for next year than this year because, like I was saying, the Cowboys are 3-5-1. If they would have won last night, then this move would have really been like, oh my God, yo, hey, watch out for the Cowboys. Hey, their defense might be better, this and that. But that one game that they lost last night that they could not afford to lose, they lost. So I think this move is for next year than this year more than anything. Even if there's 8 games left for the Cowboys. In order for them to even try to squeeze into the playoff 8-1, that tie might come back and haunt them or help them. But I don't know. A lot of teams that they lost to, the Bears, the Panthers, the Eagles, they're all ahead of them, and then you still got the NFC West division. Everybody got 6 wins and 2-3 losses. So it's going to be a difficult road for them to even squeeze into the playoffs. But, hey, they're going to give it a shot. They're going to give it a shot. But this was a great move to go along with Clark, so I cannot even hate on that move by the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, what they did was they did what they wanted to do and what Jerry said he wanted to do before he traded Micah Parsons, you know what I'm saying? Or when he traded Micah Parsons. He said, we need to be able to stop the run. Micah Parsons, everybody knows he's not that great against run defense. He's an amazing pass rusher. But in terms of, stopping the run, he's kind of like fight on his feet. Whenever big linemen get on him, they can move him. So you go get Clark, you go get Williams. Now you got some studs in the middle of that defense. It's going to help out the linebacker core. It's going to help out the secondary. It's going to help those pass rushers on the edge, get to the quarterback a little bit faster. I think it was a great move by Dallas. Like you said, do I think it's a move that's going to make them all of a sudden playoff contenders or something? No. I don't think that's the case, but I do think, the move will, like you said, help them move forward. Like when they have a better defense for the rest of this year, and then moving forward, depending on what they do in the draft or whatnot, they can, patch up some of that secondary that's looking kind of shady over there.
Yeah, but look, you never know, man. Like the schedule for almost every team, I think the 49ers got one of the easiest remaining schedule, and then the Ravens in the AFC. But you never know. This move might be the move that energized, the team again. But do I see them winning 6 out of the next 8 games? 6 to make them 9, 7-1. So it's going to be tough, especially with the Lions coming up, the Chargers coming up, the Chiefs coming up, the Eagles coming up, the Vikings coming up. Of course, your divisional rival, the Commanders still, even though I think that's dead out the water. But you still got at least 5-6 games where you're going to have to win at least 6 of them. But it's a good move. It's a good, solid pickup. It's a good side.
As long as they got Dak Prescott, I ain't really worried because Dak's gonna do Dak things, man. I say the other pickup that was really big. Let's go ahead and take a look at the list right now. The other big pickup, Sauce Gardner, getting traded to the #1 team in the NFL right now. Our old friend Shane Steichen got them Colts humming on all cylinders, even though they just lost this week. The Colts still best team in the league, and they just got one of the best cornerbacks in the league. How you feel about it?
Yeah. Now that was the biggest shocker of the day. Even Sauce Gardner did not see this coming. he didn't see this coming at all. He was kind of shocked about it. To be that young, I think he just signed a new deal last offseason. You know what I mean? So it didn't even kicked in yet. So I think his cap hit this year is like 13 million, and the Jets is eating up 11 million of it. But still, man, like to get him this young for two first round picks, and a wide receiver, I like the move. I mean, the Colts are all in. If you have a team like the Colts, if you have a good team like the Colts already, I mean, yes, they kind of wet the bed. Hey, Daniel Jones became the Daniel Jones from the New York Giants. Like, he turned back into a pumpkin. Like, you know what I mean? 6 turnovers. I think, 2-3 interceptions, 2-3 fumbles. So he definitely showed his ass on Sunday. But overall, they've been playing solid defense, like good offense. I mean, this is an all-in move. You do not make this move. You do not make this move at all if you don't think that you have a Super Bowl winning team, because you did give up 2 first-round picks for the next couple of years. So you're hoping that these first-round picks are like low 20s, maybe 29, early 30, like 31, 32, if you do win the Super Bowl. But at the same time, hey, this was a big move by the Colts. This is almost like a Howie Roseman type move. Hey, we are going for it. Hey, we got the offense, the leading rusher in the NFL, Jonathan Taylor, a good man, one of the type tight ends in the NFL, and Warner. So, I mean, yeah, this is a solid team. So a solid pickup. I love it. I love it. 2 first-round picks. F them picks. If you're ready to win now, who cares about the picks?
Facts. Shane Steichen definitely in win mode now. Like you said, man, Jonathan Taylor's on historic pace right now. Yeah. Historic pace. Like, that guy is like, we thought Saquon was awesome last year. This guy got like 20 touchdowns in 8 weeks of football, my guy. Like that. I remember ever hearing about that ever happening before with a running back. I'm not saying it's never happened before, but I haven't heard of it. Like, that's ridiculous. He's on ridiculous pace where maybe you might not get the 2,000 yards, but for sure, an all-time record for running back scoring touchdowns if he keep the pace he's on right now. If he gets 40-some touchdowns, you might be talking about MVP over here, Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah, he's definitely going. Look, unlike last year, there's no quarterback this year that's playing out of their minds. You know what I mean? Like, there's no quarterback that's on pace for a 50-yard touchdown, like 5,000-yard passing, right? I mean, not this season, not so far. I mean, even the Josh Allen have like 2-3 bad games where he barely hit 200 yards, right? He barely have a touchdown passing. Patrick Mahomes, right? You know what I mean? This past game, he threw 2 interceptions like the week before. I mean, so there's no quarterback that you could say, oh my God, yeah, he's going to win it. He's going to win it this year. Right now, it is Jonathan Taylor's award to lose. The MVP is his award to lose. He is on pace meant to at least have between 35 to 40 total touchdowns, because there's no Jalen Hurts back there. All right, there's no Jalen Hurts that taking the tush push. That also hurt Barkley.
We haven't been doing the tush push. We haven't been doing it for touchdowns. So this is the year we end that. We end. We started early with a lot of them. We've been ending it lately. We haven't been really doing the tush push. We haven't. When's the last time? Was it week 5, 4? The last time we seen a push touchdown?
Yeah, but also this season though, we had a couple wrinkles to the tush push, because we did it through, like, we was set up in the formation a few times, and 2 touchdowns went to Goddard, 1 went to Barkley. So yes, absolutely. So I love the fact that the Eagles are not relying on the tush push to score touchdowns. So yeah. So with all that being said, JT have a great opportunity to actually win the MVP, because there's nobody that's still in touchdowns away from him. So absolutely. So good trade overall, good move, good pickup. Hey, go Colts, go. Hey, I'm gonna be rooting for the Colts. Shoot, man, that's the easiest team to root for. It's the Colts over there. The Chiefs, no. The Chargers, no. Like, it's the Colts. a very likable team that you could root for because there's no enemies over there. So absolutely, I'm a Colts fan until proven otherwise.
Oh, wow. Hater in the building. How you gonna say you better root for the Colts and the Chiefs? Like, for me, Big Red is the only other real coach that was an Eagle coach. I ain't gonna say that because I kind of like every Eagle coach. Because whenever I see an Eagles coach, I think of greatness. I think about this organization, how great we are. You know what I'm saying? All your top number one teams in the NFL are former Eagles head coaches,
Facts.
head coach. Shane Steichen with the Colts, Andy Reid with the Kansas City Chiefs. You got the Bills coach. What's his name again? Damn.
McDermott.
You got the Ravens coach. Harbaugh. We got a couple. There's a couple more out there too. I can't think off the top, but I remember there's a couple more. All former Eagles. But, oh yeah, I think the Bengals coach is a former Eagle coach.
No.
I think their last coach was our old quarterback coach. Remember what the boy name was? The last coach for the Bengals was
I don't know. Shoot, because
Preston.
I don't know.
Whatever. Anyways, but like I was saying, I said enough elite teams for you to understand what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like the league.
And you said the Bengals, and you put them in there as elite teams.
No, not them. They're not elite. But I'm just saying, Jonathan Gannon with Arizona.
I mean, hey, look.
Hey, look,
shout out to the Cardinals, man. Shout out to the Cardinals for beating the Dallas Cowboys, helping us the Philadelphia Eagles, man. Josh Sweat with 2 sacks. Big night for the Cardinals. So it is what it is. He owes us a couple wins for effing up the Super Bowl for us. So at least he could do is beat our divisional rivals when he do play them. Shit.
Hey, we got some great upsets this week. The freaking Panthers beat the Packers, baby. That was another big upset that made the Eagles the number 1 seed in the NFC. The Panthers, man, I couldn't believe it, but I wanted it to happen. I really couldn't believe it was going to happen. How did you feel about that one? How did you feel? We really won this bye. No games played. Moved from third in division or second in division to number 1 division. The Commanders lost, Cowboys lost, Packers lost, and the Detroit Lions lost to help move us up there. So it's looking really good in Philadelphia, man. It's looking real nice here.
Yeah, facts. I mean, look, Detroit losing, Green Bay losing, get the Rams won, but Dallas losing, the Commanders losing. I mean, all these teams are really, really, we want all of them to lose, because we want as much losses on these good teams. So, hey, if we slip up a couple, then we still, once again, the head-to-head, we beat the Rams already. We beat the Bucks already. We beat the Rams, the Bucks. We're about to beat the Packers on Monday night. But yeah, and then Lions, so yes, I mean, thank you to all those teams. If I was rich, I would send their fans a lot of shit if I was rich, but I'm not rich. I'm broke as hell. So thank you. It's all y'all gonna get from me. Thank you. That's it.
That was awesome, man. I'm just like, everything's in line for us. Let's get into this Eagle team, man. We're about to come back stronger than ever coming out of this bye week. You know what I'm saying? Not only is BG playing this week, not only is Nolan Smith practice windows open.
Yes.
Thank you, Tina. But we added 2 more players. Actually, 3 more players.
Mm-hmm.
We added Michael Carter.
Mm-hmm.
Second, who is a slot merchant. So if anything goes wrong, we have to scoop DeJean out the outside corner. We have a reliable slot to come in there. A nice body, a nice, depth piece on this roster. Then let's get to the reason why we might not have this. We might or we might not have to scoop DeJean to the outside. Our boy Jaire Alexander. Thank you, Ravens, because I think you just made the biggest mistake of your life. Now, for the Ravens team, I understand y'all got plentiful secondary over there. Your team might suck, but there's a lot of good secondary pieces over there. So you guys can afford to, let a veteran, former All-Pro, former Pro Bowler go, 8 games into a contract. That's cool. That's what you guys like to do over there. But I'm telling you, when he stepped into Philadelphia, baby, he was the number 2 quarterback instantly. Number 2 cornerback. And so I'm telling you, I love to see, but since a lot of people don't want to put him at outside corner, because that's what I'm not putting him over DeJean, because DeJean is the slot. For outside, he's the number 2 instantly. He is definitely better than Ringo. He's better than goddamn Dory Jackson. He's better than Bennett. He's better than all of them cats. If you got all pro next 2 years ago, this was the best cornerback in football.
Injuries.
You know what I'm saying? He's gotten hurt a couple of times, you know what I'm saying? And they said he was practicing really hard, but it's just that, the depth was so big. They gave him a couple starts. He didn't look too great in those starts. So they're like, okay, well, whatever. We got young pieces. We can keep going. But the guy's not even that old, for real. He's younger than Darius Slay was when he joined our team.
Yeah.
He's still younger and in the right system with a good defense. Because regardless of what the stats say about our defense, we got a good defense. We got a lot of young talent. We got a lot of beasts on that defensive line. We got some linebackers. I think he's about to resurrect his career. It's a rental. You know what I'm saying? It's a rental, And what I'll say about that is I want him to play good enough to become a mainstay. Let him be the next Darius Slay on this football team. Let him stay. Let's get a re-up on him, because I really feel like with Big Fangio, the way our systems run over here, a lot of all football, I think that this guy can go back to his all-pro form.
Facts.
Eagles.
And you lucky I didn't. You lucky that bet didn't go through. You lucky because I told you that the Philadelphia Eagles was going to trade for a starting cornerback. Remember? Exactly. So once again, I keep watching out for you, looking out for you with these trades.
Hey, you didn't make the bet. Hey, you didn't make the bet.
I know I didn't make the bet, but I did say it though, right? And I saved you from another jersey possibly, but still, no. Look, when healthy. The problem is this: the Ravens are like the Eagles, like either twin brother or little cousin, whatever, right? They both got the same style of defense. Like they both like to play aggressive, right? Have tough physical corners, big corners, this and that. My only thing is, why would they let him go? Why would they trade him if he's healthy? And you know what I mean? Is that, if that CB2 that much better over him, or is it something deeper than that? That's my only concern. But look, low risk, a 6th round pick, absolutely, in a big video system, he gonna know how to use them. At least we have the threat of Jaire Alexander over there, right? Is not freaking Keely Ringo. Nobody's scared of Keely Ringo, but just off the name alone, Jaire could make an impact just off his name alone. If they want to test him, go ahead and test him, right? And now you ain't got to worry about, Cooper being on the outside. Just keep everything the way it is. You know what I mean? Like, just if he's healthy, is a great pickup. This might be the best pickup of the off season if he's healthy.
And another thing you got to look at is, because they say he's healthy. Another thing you really got to look at is he's not going against number 1 receivers.
Yeah.
This will be the first time in his career where we have a number 1 starting cornerback in Q who's going to be taking over and locking down all the number one receivers in the NFL, like he's been doing, for the last 2 years, baby. Q Quintana is going to continue to do his damn thing, and I'm not worried about that. Now you got a guy like Jaire Alexander that's used to always going against number one receivers. Now, guess what, my guy? You're on a team where you can go against number twos.
Yeah.
And when you're a number one cornerback, it's kind of like the A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, two number ones, because we got a number one caliber, you know what I'm saying? A number one caliber cornerback at our number two spot. You know what I'm saying? And another number, if you want to look at three number one quarterbacks, because if you put DeJean in there, he is definitely the best slot corner, and he definitely locks it down the outside when he needs to. But we got, that's a lot of pressure left off of him. He's not really worried about it. You know what I'm saying? You can play. You don't have to worry about switching sides again. You don't have to worry about sending a Q over there, Q over here. You know what I'm saying? You can keep your base, secondary intact and let these guys go out there and ball, man. And another thing is the Ravens don't got no A.J. Brown. They don't got no Devontae Smith on their damn roster to practice again. And guess what? Now he'll be going against some of the best of the best. You know what I'm saying? That will help sharpen his skills, and he's definitely can become a lot better of a player being on this team with this offense. He has to go against practice every day. So I think it's an A+ move, by Howie Roseman. If this Michael Carter does good with the slot, that's a nice backup piece. And I heard they talking about playing him a little bit, at safety too. That's what they were talking about today in the news conference, playing a little bit at safety too. So who knows, man? I think the safety is good with Makuba and Blankenship, especially when you upgraded the cornerback position like that. So let's see what this defense got coming out of the bye week.
Yeah, man. Hey, look, it just happened to be after the bye week. Last year, what changed our season? The bye week. After the bye week, our defense, it started gelling. Our offense, it started gelling. So absolutely. And we got some, we got some heavy hitters coming up. All right, we got the Packers first, and the Lions, and then the Cowboys. So absolutely, this trade right here came at the right time, and we just praying. You know what I mean? Like every day, Eagle fans, when y'all wake up, you say a prayer for Jaire Alexander. You say a prayer for him to be healthy. You say a prayer to be healthy, for his hamstrings to stay intact. His ankles, not to get anything wrong with his ankles, his shoulders. You pray for him to stay healthy in Jesus' name, amen. Because if he stays healthy, if he stays healthy, my brother, if he stays healthy, I'm telling you, if having Cooper DeJean at the nickel was very, very important, not to move him out because he's a weapon. You can move him all over the field, and now, you could just leave him there, and now you got Jaire and freaking Creon Mitchell. Like it's almost like the weakest link right now is our safety positions right now, right? That's almost like the weakest link right now, is our safety position. You got Makuba, he's still young, he's still learning, and we Blankenship just learned, he just take bad angles and shit. Yeah. Like that's our weakest link right now. Our linebacker core is getting stronger with, Nakobe Dean came back 2 games, but about to be 3 games in now, versus the Packers will be his 3rd game back. So he's getting healthy. So our line, it got upgraded, but we about to talk about the line, but A+ move by Howie Roseman, low risk, high reward, possibly.
Especially, I think, with the whole salary getting paid. Like, no, that's Phillips. Never mind. We'll get to Phillips next. But before we get to Phillips, let's talk to everybody in the chat. Hey, we are live for the first time on Instagram tonight. The truth is here, Instagram. We're here with you guys. We're still live on YouTube. We are live on X. We are live on TikTok. Shout out to all you TikTok members. Tina, you're doing a great job up there. Keep hitting that hard for me. Hit that follow. So wherever you're at, what I'm saying, we're bringing the truth to you. We're trying to work more ways to bring the truth to more people on different platforms, as many people as possible. Any Eagles nation that need to know the truth about the Philadelphia Eagles, make sure you tune in, lock in, hit that subscribe, hit that follow button on all the other social media. We're on TikTok, we're on X, we're on Twitch. We're everywhere right now. So we're trying to even go to podcasts. That's my next one. I want to move us to podcasts. I think that'd be another great, outlet to go to. But hey, hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that follow button, and come over to YouTube, hit that like. You know what I'm saying? Hit that subscribe over there because YouTube is definitely, a nice place for us. But I know all platforms are great for us. So now let's get to the number one guy we've been waiting for. Everybody wanted Myles Garrett because I definitely was in the Myles camp. Give me Garrett. But we didn't get him. But who did we get? We got our boy Jaelan Phillips for the third Jaelan on the team. Jaelan Phillips is a Philadelphia Eagle. How you feel about that one?
Hey, that was another great move by Howie, man. Yo, that was, man, I still would prefer to have Bradley Chubb, right? Like, he's more dominant than Jaelan Phillips. Look, there's a reason why. This dude is injury prone. Like, he's coming off injuries almost every freaking season, man. Like, this year so far, I think he got like 2 sacks, whatever, this year. I mean, he's been, he's solid, what I mean? But it's another look. Vic Fangio system. He loved playing with Vic Fangio. He used to play in the Vic Fangio system, so he knows Vic. He wanted to play for the Philadelphia Eagles. Good pickup, a 3rd round pick. Hey, look, if you give up a 3rd round pick, you cannot let him go this offseason, especially if he turns out to be, a good player, right? But at the same time, if the Eagles do let him go, he does not resign and he signs somewhere else, the Philadelphia Eagles get another pick. You know what I mean? So we still, maybe a 4th round pick. I don't know the value of it. But if he does sign in the offseason, because we did give up a 3rd round pick, we still get another pick if he does sign somewhere else. But absolutely, I love it. I love it for the fact he knows Vic Fangio's system. And I also love it for the fact that now you have a rotation of possibly Brandon Graham, Nolan Smith, J.L. Hunt, Jaelan Phillips. So, I mean, and now you could constantly have fresh bodies coming in. No, that's not yeah. So, I mean, yeah, but at the edge, and now you got some depth at the, on the edge, OG, so you do got some, but not everybody is going to be able to play. Now, everybody is going to be able to play. So somebody is going to have to take less snaps, or be inactive, like a few of them was throughout this season so far, right? But definitely, I love it. What?
You know what that doesn't show, though? That doesn't show. Does it show? Am I missing it? Let me see.
What?
Campbell.
Wait, Patrick Johnson is gone, by the way.
Yeah, so this is kind of messed up.
They released Patrick Johnson when they opened the 21 window for Nolan Smith.
Nolan Smith, yeah.
You know what I mean? But Uche is on there, huh? Yeah.
Campbell's gonna be on there. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know. We're gonna talk about that too a little bit. What up, D. Aldridge?
What Campbell? Who Campbell?
Fly.
Oh, Jihad? No. He's still gonna be at the linebacker, man. So that's why he won't be on there.
Matt Weeks, what's up, my guy? Thanks for dropping by, man. Hit that like. We got BirdGang, hometown Dodgers won. Yep, the Dodgers did win. Shout out to the Dodgers. I like the Dodgers, but I'm a Giants fan. I like the Dodgers, but I'm a Giants fan too. So yeah. Yvonne, yo, what up? I like the trade. For real. Hell yeah, it was good trades. He's going. Donnie 4 says, "Go Eagles all day long." Yes. Salute to you, the Aldridge Pastor JC. He's preaching right now. I
said a prayer over, our new acquired Eagle.
Yeah. So yeah, but like I was saying, like Jihad Campbell, that's the next move. Now we have these pieces. Like, can you take a guy like Dean, who has been slowly rotated back into the spot? Y'all got to remember, last game we played, Jahan Campbell played 17 snaps.
Yeah.
That's it, because Dean played the rest. So is it Dean's job?
Absolutely.
To lose? What do you do with Jahan? Are you just going to keep playing him 17 after he started out so hot where he was one of the best linebackers in the league as a rookie the first 6 games.
Look, if Jaire won his spot back,
but
if he won his spot back, he gotta be better in stopping the run. I mean, you see, look, Nakobe Dean, whether he missed or not, you see him exploding through the run. You see him literally in the backfield, right? I mean, redirecting the running back. Like he knows exactly how to play the run. Jaire will be fine. But right now, I will keep him on a rotation with the edge or something else, right? Besides the linebacker. And who knows? Hey, Vic Fangio, look, he might play all 3 of them on different packages. So trust me, he will be fine. I mean, he's only a rookie, right? We didn't expect him to start this year if Nakobe Dean was going to play anyway, right? So I mean, so it's just a luxury to have a guy like Jaire Campbell as a backup to Nakobe Dean, but also could rotate, on the edge. So I mean, it's a weapon. Look, hey, you might have all 4 edge rushers in there at one point at a NASCAR package, right? Right. Ooh. You might have Jaire Campbell in there, Phillips in there, Nolan Smith in there, Jaelan Phillips in there, or Brandon Graham in there. So you could
with JD
just play
in
around,
the middle, right? With JD
no, a NASCAR package. Now you take all the defensive tackles out and you put speed, because BG is also strong. Nolan Smith is also strong. So these guys still could be, impact if you have a NASCAR package. In the fourth quarter, you need look, the team, they got to throw the ball. What do you need? You need speed to get through, to the quarterback. Of course, you put Carter back in there, Jordan Davis in there. So, look, if I'm Vic Fangio, man, I'm going on Madden. Man, this Madden stuff, man. I'm going on Madden. I'm trying to find some nasty fronts, like some nasty defensive front. And I'm like, this is what we're doing, fellas. Hey, this is our NASCAR package. They're down by double digits. We need to get to the quarterback. Y'all going to be playing the whole drive. Right? Because we already know that, they're going to be running the ball. So it's just obvious. This is a passing, the whole drive. So why not? Why not do it? Like we did in the Super Bowl with Tom Brady when Brandon Graham, when he got that the strip sack. That was a NASCAR package that they put in. Like he was playing defensive tackle and he bum rushed and then just kind of closed his eyes and hit Tom Brady hand down. So, I mean, just think about those type of stuff too as the season go along.
Yeah, facts, man. Like it's a setup. It's a good problem to have, basically. When you got 2 linebackers. Before we didn't have no linebackers. Now we got too many linebackers. Trying to figure it out who's going to play, who's going to not play. I do believe that Dean's earned his starting job back to the way he's been playing in that run game because he's our run stopping linebacker. Bond's our pass, stopping linebacker. And, I think Campbell's more of a pass stopping linebacker / edge rusher. So you're going to have to see him off the edge. You got the speed, like you said. So it's just like he's still a rookie. He's still learning. You know what I'm saying? The only thing that's going to do is help his development in the long run. We got him for years to come. Like we just drafted him this year. So it's going to be an Eagle for a while. So it's good that he gets to practice all these different positions moving forward. So he can be like a Swiss Army knife the next couple of years where we get him wherever we need to put him, we're going to put him. You know what I'm saying? You got to realize Michael Parsons came. He was a middle linebacker. They needed him to pass rush. So then he switched over to pass rushing linebacker. And that's what his career went up to. You never know if that happens with a guy like, Campbell moving forward. So, yeah, I think it's a good move. Hey, and Phillips, man, pressure. This guy right now, I think a guy's pressure rate, where did it go? Let's see. Is this it? So right now in the NFL, Phillips is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Top 15.
Top 15 and pressures. He has 9 hurries. He got quarterback KD. What the hell is that?
He got 3 sacks, quarterback hurries, quarterback whatever that KD thing is. So overall, he's
Is that bat balls?
But I don't know what KD is, man.
I don't know that. No, the one next to KD, bats.
Yeah, bats. I don't know, man. But he's a top 15. Shit, people could read. People could see. Look, his top 15, right? And there's no there's no Eagle on there. So obviously, he's better than all the pass rushers that we have. So I mean, that's an upgrade. I mean, however way you want to look at it. But I mean, the biggest thing is his health, man. You know, he got to stay healthy. I mean, that's what we've been saying. Just stay healthy, and then we'll be fine. But man, it'd be a big disappointment. I'm not going to just say it, but it'd be a big disappointment if he doesn't stay healthy. But we definitely gonna keep him in our praise too. Lord, please protect Phillip. Oh, man, we need to protect Phillip. Lord, protect his ankles, his Achilles, his shoulders, his hands when he swipes and go to the quarterback. Make him don't trip on the way there. And okay, all right, we good. All right, let's go. Let's go. Hey, thank you for the rose. Hey, tap that screen for me over there. I tap that screen.
Hey, you guys on TikTok. Hey, thank you, Tina. You're tapping. We have 4,000. Keep tapping that screen. Let's buy some stuff. You know what I'm saying? Give me a flower. Give me something. Let me know I'm doing a great job over there on the TikTok side. Let's listen to what they had to say about this whole Phillips pickup. Here we go.
I don't think he's quite the same player he was, but I think he still is capable of rushing the quarterback. And in Miami, I don't know if the Eagles would see him this way. There were third down and pure pass rush situation snaps where he lined up inside. So I don't know. Again, we really have no idea. Obviously, they're looking for pass rush because they don't really have an edge pass rush. And I would think that's the reason they made the trade. Look, I know they still have 2 third-round picks in the 2026 draft, but they did give up a third-round pick. Third-round pick is not a throwaway pick.
No.
So they believe he can come in, and obviously he's going to play next week against Green Bay on Monday night because he's been playing all along. He's not injured. So, the number of snaps he plays, we have no idea. But, it was pretty obvious to everybody that they need edge rush.
Yeah, they need an edge rush. He's the guy that can feel the need. And he definitely brings depth. I think, let's think about this. Do you think the Eagles messed up by not re-signing Josh Sweat? Because now we got this guy. Josh Sweat got 7 sacks this year already, with the Cardinals.
Why don't you play the other clip before I start going down this rabbit hole that I cannot get out?
Okay. We're going to play the other strip of what WIP thinks about Howie Roseman.
And speaking of Howie Roseman, I think so he made the Jaelan Phillips trade.
Great
and
move.
Man,
Great move.
It was a wave of, he did it again! Boy, he's so
Great move. Howie season.
there's so many draft picks! He did it again! Here's the brilliance of it! I can't take it anymore.
I don't like the tone of that.
Well, he is a good general manager. He has won 2 Super Bowls. I am happy that he is a general manager of the Eagles. Let's get that out of the way. Let's call a spade a spade. These trade deadline moves are because they made mistakes in the offseason. Howie has not done a great job this season. They have a good team. He's won 2 Super Bowls. He is responsible for all of that, but he's responsible for all of it. Every single issue on the Eagles right now was something that you could see coming in the offseason, and most of those things are things you could have solved in the offseason. Cornerback, too, could have been solved with Isaiah Rodgers, who was already here and is making $4 million a year. And now we're hoping the ghost of Jaire Alexander is going to come here and help, right? We have to spend draft picks on a guy who probably can't play anymore. Maybe he can, hopefully can, whatever. The running game. We had our first good running game of the entire season in the 8th game of the season, and we let Mekhi Becton walk out the door. That was $8 million. That was a problem that could have been solved right there. They lost their pass rush when Josh Sweat walked out the door. I saw the guy had 2 sacks last night, and I know everybody says we can't pay him. Well, he made $19 million, right? But we were all set to pay Zadarius Smith $9 million. And we're fine paying, Brandon Graham $5 for 12 snaps a game. And the most money they spent in the offseason was for Saquon Barkley, God bless him, having the worst season of his entire career.
That's true, though. You do the math. You know, 10, 5, that's the same money. Okay, we could have kept Milt, we could have kept Sweaty, we could have kept Rogers, and just paid the money up front, and they would have been perfect for our football team. You know, they already knew the system. They would have got that much better in the scheme. Now I know these guys went out and got overpaid, or I won't even say overpaid because they deserve every penny that they get for what they did. We won the Super Bowl with them. I love them, but overpaid. And Howie didn't want to go that high for these guys. But if you look at it now we're 8 weeks in. It's like now you're spending more money anyway, trying to get new guys to compensate for that. So tell me what it is. Is it that we should have just paid the money up front? And now we're spreading it out between 3 and 4 players who none of the players were 100% sure they can do the job. We had the players in the building, in the scheme already that could do the job. Do you think it's a bad move? It was a bad move from Howie Roseman.
All right. This is the reason why this is almost like Monday morning quarterbacking. We always look at, oh man, Hurts should have threw it to this person because that person was wide open. But just doing the game, hey, when pressure is coming, the rush is coming, he can't see, he missed it, got it. But we cannot sit here and act like that a lot of Eagle fans was not ready to let Slay walk. Isaiah Rodgers, all right, we got a big gap at CB2. I get it. But do not Google this real quick. Hey, I got 10 seconds. Don't Google it. If you're watching from YouTube or anywhere, if you're watching, how many picks do you think Isaiah Rodgers have? He got 10 seconds. Don't Google it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Isaiah Rodgers, for everybody that said, oh my God, we should have kept Isaiah Rodgers. We should have kept Isaiah Rodgers. Isaiah Rodgers right now, his stat line is 1 interception. He got 1 interception all season long, 2 forced fumbles. He is tied for 144th in tackles, tied 5th in forced fumbles, tied 38th in interception, and 150 plus in pass breakup. Right. So every time I look at the Minnesota Vikings, Isaiah 1 interception. So every time I watch the Vikings play, he is getting beat. AJ Brown beat him. Devontae Smith beat him. Jameson Williams just beat him. Like every time I'm watching, the reason why y'all only see highlights is he's around the ball when fumbling or happen, right? Fumble the ball, pick up the ball, and he runs it in. Boom, they showed a highlight, right? But he got 1 interception all season long. So don't act like the Aaron Rodgers, Isaiah Rodgers is shutting down all these great wide receivers. When it comes to good wide receivers, he's getting beat left and right. If y'all not watching the Vikings play, go watch them play. Shoot, the number 2, I keep seeing number 2 every time. Like, who number 2? Rodgers. Who number 2? Rodgers getting beat. So that right there is debatable, but system matters. But for everybody saying we should have kept Rodgers, look, we always ready to see Keely Ringo. Like we always like, oh my God, hey, when the limited snaps he had, was like, okay, hey, he 6'2", tall. Okay, hey, let's give him an opportunity. Okay, man, obviously we screwed up on that one. But Josh Sweat has 7 sacks right now. But let me tell you about Josh Sweat real quick, right? Yes, we saw him versus the Cowboys last night. 2 sacks. 2 sacks, right? 2 sacks versus the Cowboys. I get it. But back-to-back games, 0. And then he had another 2 sacks versus the Titans. And then he's like 1-1-1-0, right? So, yes, he got his moments. He got 7 sacks. But the most sacks he had was guys on our roster. Yes, but I understand. I understand. But the best season he had was with the Philadelphia Eagles, the Super Bowl year. So let's not act like that Josh Sweat was worth $19-20-something million that he was signed. Once again, Jelix Hunt, Nolan Smith, Moro Jomo, we had, we was ready to see the young guys instead of overpaying because the Philadelphia Eagles have to pay a lot of younger guys. So I agree with Howie Roseman. I mean, I agree with Howie Roseman, but at the same time, I'm not going to sit here and say, "Oh my God, he did okay this season." He put us in a great position to actually help us repeat. I mean, we don't know if Josh Sweat would have had the same amount of sacks right now. He had with the Cardinals. System matters.
More because
System matters.
Always got better.
Then why did he have more last year? He had 8 total last year.
That still led the team in sacks.
I don't care. Why didn't he have more last year? He was like, he might have had more. He was there last year under Vic Fangio. Why didn't he have more last year?
First year under Vic.
Okay. Anyway, see, exactly.
Okay, listen, I get what you're saying, right?
Even the Milton Williams. Hey, wait, one last one. Milton Williams, guess how many sacks he has this year? Milton Williams got paid $30-something million a year, 3.5 sacks, 13 tackles. And you wanted Howie to overpay for 3.5 sacks and 13 tackles? Man, stop it.
I get what you said with the overpaying thing, right? And I get what you said about we all wanted the young bucks to come out, show up and show out. But the problem is they haven't showed up and showed out. And that's the reason why I think you got people out here saying, did he mess up? And now he's just trying to overcompensate, and fix his mess ups. It's because, you're going to get a guy like, Phillips, a guy like, cornerback, Jaire. Because you could have kept a Josh Sweat. You could have kept a damn Rodgers. Even though you said Rodgers only had 1 pick, it feels like he has 5 because he's been playing so good over there. I remember a couple of games where he's like the top-rated cornerback. So I don't know. I think he's definitely on Pro Bowl trajectory, both of those two guys. But back to our team, we got people to replace them. You know what I'm saying? And I do believe, like I said before, a healthy Jaire Alexander is better than the Rodgers. A healthy Phillips plan should be better than Josh Sweat. And that's if they're healthy in this system. That's what we should see moving forward. I wish we would have got him in the beginning of the offseason, a couple of weeks back before, because now you get them acclimated to the system, acclimated with playing with your teammates. But you got 1 week, and that's the way the NFL rolls. You're gonna have to come in and show up, show out. At least they've been playing all the way up to this week. So since they've been playing all the way up to this week, I don't think it should be that big of an adjustment, scheme-wise maybe. But Phillips also has played under Big Fangio, so he should be able to understand the scheme a lot faster. In terms of Jaire, he played for Christian Parker before, so he should know how, to handle Christian Parker and Christian Parker knows what to expect from Jaire Alexander to help him play better, speed up that learning curve.
Yeah, hey, read my message. But yeah, so look, I understand. Look, I'm proud of Howie Roseman. I'm not going to sit here and act like, that we saw this coming. We saw how bad the cornerback position was going to be. Hey, we saw that Nolan Smith getting hurt. We saw that Jaelan, Jaelan Hunt is actually pretty well. I mean, it's just the fact that Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter, mainly Jalen Carter, is hurt this season. He's not living up to the Jalen Carter that we thought that he was going to be. That's the other problem too, right? Because he also made, Josh Sweat. Milton Williams got paid off the back of Jalen Carter. He didn't get paid because he was that good. He was getting the single team the opportunities because if Jalen Carter was dominating. So that's what we're not saying. So for people saying, well, we let Josh Sweat walk, we let Milton Williams walk. These guys, who knows if Carter did not, if he was playing the exact same way this year, who knows what would have happened? Nothing. So it is what it is, man. Okay. Howie Roseman even said it, right? And he even said it. I'm gonna make some mistakes, but at least I'm trying. At least I'm trying to put this team, to build a Super Bowl winning team. We're 6-2 with one of the hardest schedule in the NFL still left coming up. This team is built right now. The pieces that we thought we were weak at, Help is on the way. Lewin Smith, Brendan Graham, Phillip is here. Jaire. Let's go, man. Let's do this, man. Let's not focus on Howie Roseman messed up in this. F that. Look, he did enough for me to have, the utmost confidence in him that he's trying.
Yeah, that's true. You said the ultimate question still is how can you rotate this roster to get everyone touches?
Yeah, because with the new rules now, you could dress a lot more players on game day. I think you could dress like 3 extra on game day. That's why you have an extra offensive lineman sometimes. But there is room. I think this is going to be on matchups, right? If you know the Packers, right? Hey, they don't have no number 1 wide receiver out there, right? They have like either 4 wide and all this stuff. And Kraft is hurt.
Yeah.
Their best wide receiver is out for the season with a torn ACL. He led the team in catches, yards, and touchdowns. He's gone. So now, now if the Packers just want to throw the ball, it's going to be even harder because his safety net is not there. So now you got corners now where you can say, you know what? Jaire is dressing freaking Bennett. You're dressing Cooper, of course, Mitchell. You dress 4 corners. You know what I mean? Just because the Packers is going to have, wide receiver by committee. There's no one guy over there.
What up, dope? Yeah. But with the Packers, though, too, like Kraft was their leading receiver as tight end, but they also just got Wick back. Wick played a hell of the last 2 games. You know what I'm saying? Like he's getting open, he's in yards. So in terms of their overall passing game, I think it's still the same. It's like the key to the Packers is getting to Love. You rattle Love, and that's where all the problems lie.
Okay. And what is safety net though? Who is a safety net what is a quarterback best friend when getting pressed? Exactly. So now I think it's going to take the Packers at least a couple games, without Kraft to see, okay, well now who can be my Kraft now, right? Like who can run the short middle routes, right? Where Zach Bond is there waiting to jump and pick it off, right? And Okobe Dean might be there waiting to pick it up because Kraft was that good, bro. That dude has 6 touchdowns. Like he's second behind Dallas Goedert in touchdown with 7. So absolutely, he's a big weapon. It's almost like losing your number 1 wide receiver. He was the number 1 target, reception, and touchdowns. Like you can't replace that, overnight. It's going to be a team. What wide receiver by committee. So that's what I'm saying. We have to see, how do the Packers serve? And they just lost to the Panthers. Who was in there? Who was not in there? Kraft got hurt. In the middle of that game, and guess what? He was confused, rattled. He didn't know who to throw to, like all that stuff because Kraft was not in the game. So do not underestimate how valuable that Kraft was to that Packers offense.
Yeah, we can get into that one too. We can go ahead and get into that old Packers game. But before I do, I want everybody to hear our new guy, Jaelan Phillips, at the airport coming to Philly. This is what he had to say about coming to Philadelphia.
We are here with Jaelan Phillips. You wake up this morning and you probably got a call. What is it like to be traded here to Philly and the defending champs and the 6-2 Eagles?
I mean, it's incredible. It's like I had no idea this was going to happen, but I mean, there's literally no other team I'd rather play for. Obviously Philly is a storied franchise, great tradition here, incredible team. So I'm just excited to get in, get to work with the guys, man. I'm super excited. It's going to be awesome.
And you had a lot of success with Vic Fangio for that year. What is the fit with Vic Fangio? Are you excited to be reunited with him?
Yeah, I love Vic as a person and as a coach. So like you said, I had some good success with him. Excited to get back into his system and play with the other guys on the defense too.
For Eagles fans, final question. What are you going to bring for this Eagles team in this city?
Oh, man, I'm just going to work my ass off. I'm going to, come in, be a humble worker, earn the guys' respect, earn the fans' respect, just come in and do everything I can to support the team. I want to be able to fly around and make plays. Yeah, literally fly around.
Best wishes to you.
Absolutely.
Welcome to Philly.
Yes, sir. Go
Appreciate
Birds.
your time.
Literally fly around.
Go Birds. I told you that's what people say. Ain't no fly, eagle, fly. It's go Birds.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
Hey, if the newbie knows what the saying is, hey, why don't you?
I say go Birds too, but if you say go Birds, I have to say fly, Eagles, fly.
Okay.
We gotta say both. You know what I'm saying? With both being said, everybody understand what we talking about. Yeah.
Sure.
So let's get to it, man. Let's get to this Packers game, man. They just came off a loss, which could be a good thing and a bad thing. Good thing that they just lost to a shitty-ass Panthers team. The bad thing is they just lost to a shitty-ass Panthers team. You don't ever want to go against, a playoff caliber football team after they just got their ass kicked by someone that's not supposed to get their ass kicked. Usually you want them to be in a tough game, down to the wire game. Then it's cool you come in and go play them off. But, man, to go get your butts whooped against the Panthers, and now you got to go against us this week, it's like that could be set up for us. I'm not really worried about it too much because the Eagles are one of the best teams in the NFL coming out of the bye week. But I am going to say they're probably going to be playing with a little bit extra motivation.
Yeah, the Eagles are 6-2 after a bye week. All right. So holding the best record in an NFC, 6-2 after a bye week. So that means that in the past 8 seasons, right, they only lost twice coming out of a bye week. And I think one of those was a couple years ago. I think when we collapsed or something like that, you know what I mean? But that was it. So the Philadelphia Eagles, yes, I know that. Look, I understand that you say that, hey, the Packers are coming off a loss, blah, blah, blah. Who cares? Shit, I don't care. Yeah, I mean, I don't care if they were coming off a win or a loss. It is what it is. If you're a professional team, hey, you show up every Sunday, win or lose, you show up. And that's why their 2 losses are against bad teams. Well, I mean, the Panthers are a low-key good team, but they were filling themselves. The Packers were filling themselves and they got their ass kicked. But at the same time, the Packers are not a dominant team. They're not a dominant team like that. Even when we lost back-to-back, yes, we got a little outplayed by the Giants, but the Broncos, we were up 17 points in the fourth quarter. So you could say that we beat ourselves up more than the Broncos beat us. But the Packers, their losses are dogfights. Man, they're not up, no double digits and stuff like that. It's dogfights back and forth. But at the same time, the Packers are the 5th. Let me see. I like stats, right? I mean, they are the number 5 defense and the number 8 offense. So they could throw the ball. They're averaging 247 yard passing, 112 yards rushing, and 25.8 points a game. So about 26 points. Their defense are giving up 286 yard passing. So the secondary, no, 197 yards passing and 89 yards rushing and 20 points per game. So it's going to be a dogfight. It is going to be a dogfight because the Philadelphia Eagles, they are the 24th rank, I believe, the 24th rank offense, right? They are averaging 26 points a game. But then the 22nd ranked defense, they are giving up 23 points a game. So, I mean, the only thing that's helping the Philadelphia Eagles out is because that we don't turn the ball over, right? We're a top 10, point differential when it comes to turnovers and stuff like that. Jalen Hurts only have 1 interception and 2 fumbles, whatever it is. But we don't turn the ball over. Hey, you frozen on YouTube, man. Hey, you frozen on YouTube. All right, but anyway, so yes, it's going to be a dogfight. All right, we're going up against a top 10 defense, offense, and defense, and the Packers. Hey, just like BG said, coming off a loss, yes, it's not going to be easy, and then at Lambeau Monday night. So yes, it's going to be a dogfight for sure. I'm not taking the Packers lightly at all. And it's supposed to be cold, but guess what? Hey, we don't care, man. It's cold everywhere. Shit, we play outdoors. Hey, we don't play in stadiums, right? So I mean, hey, the weather is a non-factor, but overall, it's going to be a good game. It's going to be a back and forth. I don't see no team blowing each other out. I think it's going to be go down to the fourth quarter, and then whoever make less mistakes are going to win. So.
AC1, man, what you depressed by? You young folk. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of life to live, man. But I'm glad you're listening to it. Hit that like. You're going to be all good, my guy. You get it. Team's good. You're going to be good. We're going to be all good. Let's see here. What happened here? I got disconnected to all these.
My team. Yes. Hey, that was a good pickup, Ken. I mean, hey, that was a good pickup. Yeah, that's a good pickup. I mean, I can't even hate on that move, but I just think it's a little too late. Only because the Cowboys are 3-5-1, and they lost to every team that's ahead of them. That's with better record or in the playoff hunt, right? So, in order for them to get in the playoffs, they're gonna have to not only tie those teams, but have a better record than them because those teams got the tiebreaker. So it's a little too late, but it is what it is. What do you guys think of Dean's return? I feel like he has an impact. I mean, Dean came back 2 games ago versus the Vikings, and you automatically saw the impact he had versus the run. And now this is going to be his 3rd game back. So I think he's going to be even better than he was versus the Vikings, better than he was versus the Giants. Yeah, that's a big. And then Brandon Graham coming back, like we said, Nolan Smith, the addition of Phillips, Jaire Alexander, Michael Carter. I mean, this team, like there's no excuses. There's no excuses for the Philadelphia Eagles to not make a strong playoff push to win the NFC East the first time in 21 years since they did it last, 04-05. So that was the last time, right? So I mean, there's no excuses. No excuses. Yes, the schedule is tough. I don't care. Hey, we're the Super Bowl champ. Hey, this team is loaded. Make it happen. Coaching is going to be the key. If we don't win, coaching is going to be the reason why. But I think that we'll be good.
Captain. There should definitely be no reason why. There should be no reason why we don't, go out there and win the Super Bowl this year. Like, we got the players. We got the talent. It's only going to come down to coaches. The coaches got to do their damn job. Big Fangio got to get all these players acclimated into this new system. Like I said, Phillips is the only one I don't have to worry about. We don't really have to worry about getting acclimated because he played with Big, but he probably has a couple of new wrinkles. You got to figure out rotations. How are you going to do the rotation? Each of the years we won the Super Bowl, we had a strong rotation. Everybody giving each other rest, everybody giving each other ample time to heal, ample time to stay fresh throughout the game and make big plays. So how are you going to do that rotation when you got Nolan Smith, Brandon Graham, Jameis Hunt, Phillips, and Campbell? So that's 5. So it's 1 odd man now. That's not including, we got a couple more on there too that I didn't list, but that's 5. So, it's going to be nice, man. It's going to be nice.
I think a way to get Campbell on the field is on special teams, right? I mean, because we have to release some of these players. Like, we have to because remember, Smith was on IR, Bennett was on IR. So now we signed their replacements, until they get back. So we're going to release a couple of players from the active roster to bring these guys on, a Phillip, a Brandon Graham. So we're going to have to release some players from the 53-man roster to put these guys on there.
We released 2, right?
I mean, Patrick Johnson. I saw that Patrick Johnson got released, but I don't know who else got released.
Guy too. It was on Twitter.
But CBG was on active roster before, and Dean was on active roster before. So now Nolan Smith is taking over for Patrick Johnson.
One guy in the secondary, and then Patrick Johnson. I think it was a safety. Yvonne said, did I miss you guys talking about safeties? Safety issue? Well, we didn't really talk about it, Yeah, well, I have to see with that going on. Blankenship's the starter.
Oh, I know who released. We released Patrick Johnson from the active roster and then Terrence Marshall from the practice squad. But
Yeah, Terrence Marshall.
yeah, but I don't know how that's going to help us on a 53-man roster.
See it. So, I think everybody's kind of hard on Makuba. Makuba's made some good plays so far. He got 2 picks on our team as a rookie. You know what I'm saying? Showing his ball hawking skills. Has he given up plays? Yes. Has he made plays? Yes. He's a rookie in his first years. That was his first 8 games of football. Let's see how Makuba does coming out of the bye. Now that he's had time to settle down, the bye weeks give you 2 weeks where you can just chill, analyze your game, find out your weak spots, work on those weak spots in those 2 weeks, come back strong for the back end of the season. So, and every week, all you're doing is learning. He's getting more adapted to everything, the playbook, the teammates, the roster, everything. He's understanding his role and what he needs to do in this role. Shout out to you. You hate to like me. So I really feel like that, people are kind of giving Makuba a hard time here. You know what I'm saying? I really feel like they are. I think he was doing really good for a rookie. And with Reed Blankenship and him, when you add more depth to this pass rush, you add more talent to the cornerback spot, that's going to make the safety spot that much sweeter. Think about it. CJ was good. We got Darius Slay, and Bradbury the first time they went to the Super Bowl. They were playing that Pro Bowl, all pro levels. The second time we went to Super Bowl with CJGJ, they were playing that, you have Slay and Poignant playing that, Pro Bowl levels. So they have, a guy like Jaire Alexander coming to the team to make our secondary good again. You might see better safety play from a young buck out there.
I mean, look, hey, like I said, our weakest link right now might be our safety position because of Reed Blankenship. His angles are horrible. So I just hope that he, just tighten up. And maybe with better corners, he'll play better. But
Reed's always been the guy where he kind of gives up plays, and right when you want to be like, get Reed off the field, he comes up and makes a game-saving interception.
Well, I haven't seen the one yet in a long time from Reed.
We haven't really need him to do it yet.
Stop it.
We only lost 2 games, my guy. We don't lose very many of those.
Yeah, where's he at versus the Giants? Where's he at versus the Broncos? That was bombs over Baghdad because hey, they got to come back and throw.
Everybody missed. They were in a. Wait, the Denver game, was that at home or Denver?
At home.
Yeah, I don't know. I was going to try to use that as
17 up.
They didn't do so.
18 unanswered points. Man, I want to hear that stuff.
I can't explain it, man. I can't explain why he didn't have such great. No one really.
He's not even playing good this year. Honestly, your Reed is not playing good at all this year. I promise you, he's not good. He's not playing good this year. I mean, he's not. Yo, the Philadelphia Eagles are giving up. Let me see here. Like, there's a reason why it was like the 22nd ranked defense for a reason. 250 with 215 yards on through the air and 120 yards rushing. Like, and we're giving up 23 points a game. Like last year, we was giving up by like freaking 15 points a game, 17 points a game last year. But then, hey, we had the number 1 run defense. You know what I mean? So, like the number 1 pass defense, 176 yards through the air last year. So yes, these guys are not playing well, but bye weeks for the Philadelphia Eagles so far under Vic Fangio has been outstanding. So we just have to wait and see. And I have the utmost confidence in Vic Fangio.
What is our record out of the bye right now?
6-2.
6-2.
I told you that. 6-2. The past 8 seasons, the Eagles are 6-2. Yeah, I think the 2 losses, one came after the collapse. And then I think the other one was like a while ago.
Just JC or both of us?
Just you.
Is that just you? I mean,
that can't be.
Yeah.
Because I have my headphones in that there's no sound coming from my computer.
It says only JC.
I hear your sound.
It says only JC Birdman says.
How is it me? I have no sound coming through my computer.
I don't know why you echoing.
I hear myself.
I hear
You're echoing.
Now I hear you echoing.
You see this? This is connected to my computer. There's no like talk.
I hear you. I can control that.
Do you hear yourself?
No, I don't hear it.
Exactly, because I have my headphones on. That's why I hear myself, because you are this, like, you don't have a headphone plugged in. So of course, that's why it's not me, geniuses. That's why I hear myself. You can't hear you talk.
Let's see. I don't have YouTube open. I only have StreamYard open. Let's see.
Talk.
They go out and come back in, maybe.
You, not me.
You. He said 31 sounds fine. It's you, my guy. It's you.
Okay. All right. Hey, y'all old folks that don't know technology, I have my headphones in. There's no sound coming from my side at all. It's me talking to the mic. I'm hearing you. I'm hearing myself. If I can hear myself, then it's echoing.
I don't know what to tell you.
But if you hear yourself, you can't hear yourself, because I got this plugged into my computer, which blocks out the noise.
But if I was echoing, I'd be able to hear myself somewhere else.
It is echoing because of, all right, mute your like
microphone.
Your YouTube. Hello? I hear myself. It's on your side, bro. But it is what it is. Hey, we're almost done anyway. We done talked about whatever.
When can we do a call-in show? You know what, guys? We haven't done one this year, have we?
Well, we did try to, but nobody wanted to call in, because everybody wanted to do a call-in show. But hey, when we do it, nobody want to call in because they're scared.
All right, y'all. This is for all y'all. If y'all want a call-in show, hit that like and drop them eagle signs in the chat. If y'all want us to call a show, we definitely will put a call-in show in. He said I will call in. You hate to like me. Birdman will call in. You know, who else we got to call in? D. Aldridge, you'll call in this time, right? You know, whenever we do one, Jinx Wolfsby in the building, he likes to call in. So let's go ahead. He said Yvonne said he definitely called in Championship Football Talk show. So yeah, maybe I know we got OJ Spivey next week, the Philadelphia Eagle Tribune reporter. So maybe the following week. So what would that be? The Detroit week. Maybe that week we can do a Eagles call in.
Oh, I do have somebody from the Detroit that want to come on.
Me too. Troxel Sports.
Who?
Troxel.
Oh man, this dude is Talking Grits, Detroit Lion podcast.
Yeah, let's get someone for that game too, because I'm gonna be at the Detroit game.
He said we would love to have you on the pod. Oh man, I don't want to go.
So any of y'all, I've been trying to get E-Rock, man. E-Rock be so busy. I blow up his email all the time. And he'd be like, I'm busy, BG.
Yeah, he's busy though. I mean, because like he like, you know, with the tailgates and all that good stuff that he like, it's almost a tailgate home away every time, right? I mean, he ain't like, that's probably his only job is to attend tailgates and put them on.
DJ, he just DJ'd Saquon Barkley's Gala.
Okay.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Pretty awesome, man. So yeah, the guy's busy. We try to get all the best. You know, we got 500. I'll be blowing up Philly Mike. I'll be feeling LB. You know, all you guys you like to hear, you like to see up on here. I definitely be hitting them up all the time. You know, MJ, Real Talk MJ, you know, the Philly Special Show. So if you guys are on their podcast, you tell them, answer BirdGang. DM and jump on the truth. You know what I'm saying? That is where it's at. So,
yeah, I do hear you talking on yourself too. See, I hear your voice on your own talking, echoing.
What?
Yeah, I hear you talking without me talking. I
You
hear
know
you.
who said on TikTok, there's no echo on my side. They said there's not echoing on either one of us on the StreamYard YouTube side.
I know because I got it mute on my side, so of course, but on TikTok, yes, because I hear you talking to yourself.
Like DeAndre said, the true technical difficulties.
No, it's called BirdGang 31.
JC got the cheap ass headphones. That's what it's called.
But that makes no sense. All right, watch this. Watch. Let me unplug it right now. Let me unplug it and then
the echo's gone.
Go ahead, talk.
Your echo's gone.
Do you hear yourself?
No.
Yes, you do.
Not hear
yes, you do.
I don't hear nothing. What do you got? Because I don't hear nothing.
Let me plug it back in real quick. Hold on.
It's so clean and smooth.
How about now? You hear yourself now?
He says I have those same headphones. Those are good. Okay, well, I don't know what to tell him, JC. He's the one echoing, not me. You said so.
Is it good now? Is the echo back since I plugged it back in?
I don't hear it. I don't know. You know, the internet is such a tricky thing.
Exactly. I didn't even plug it back in. See, you see how are you full of shit, BG?
I didn't hear nothing. I don't hear nothing. I said it's such a tricky thing. I don't know. I didn't say yeah, I hear it.
Anyways,
I hear it, but I can deal with it. It's not that bad. It's all good. Like I ain't sure.
All right, hey, let's give our 3 hot takes, man, in the game score prediction and get out of here. Yeah. Or just put the volume down or something on your side. Just put the volume down.
That's what you were saying before.
Yeah.
And I did a private mention to let you know that wasn't happening.
On your YouTube.
I don't know why. It's not on my YouTube. It's on StreamYard.
Oh, yeah, on your StreamYard. Just put it down on your computer. Control the volume.
It's not going down. When I tried that, that's when I...
Yeah, you got that with the Dell dollar.
I have a libido all in one.
Hey,
I don't hate on my system, okay? Because it works, it's good, and we've done any motherfucking shows on the libido.
All right, so 3 hot takes for this game. Go ahead, you go first, since you always make me go first.
We are here going to Lambeau Stadium, the motherfucking most historic stadium in NFL history. The Lombardi's named after a Green Bay Packers player. They're mad that we kicked their ass 2 times in a row last year. So I think the Eagles trend's got to keep going. We did it to the Rams. We did it to the Kansas City Chiefs. Now it's time for Green Bay to get there 3 in a row and show that we are Green Bay's daddy. So let me give you some hot takes, some really hot takes, because I really feel like last game before the bye, the run game woke back up. You woke up some sleeping giants, right? And Tank Disby, you know what I'm saying? Tank Disby, 100-yard game. Saquon, 150. I'm telling you, my first hot take is Saquon's going for 200 against Green Bay. That's going to be 202 touchdowns for Saquon Barkley. This run game is not stopping. You just woke up a sleeping giant, and it's not going to stop until the Super Bowl is over. So the run game's back. The best part of our offense is back. You know, Landon Dickerson's blocking like he used to do. So 200-yard game for Saquon, 2 touchdowns. That's my first hot take. My second hot take. Our boy, newly, signed Eagle, Jaelan Phillips, makes his debut against the Green Bay Packers, and he gets 2 sacks playing along this awesome defensive line that got Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis, Nolan Smith, Brandon Graham, Jalen's son, and he gets into his role and he plays just like remember the first game for the dude that retired, Zedarius. His first game, got sacked. So I think it's gonna be the same thing with this Eagles defense. Phillips comes in, he doesn't just get pressures, he actually gets sacks on the Eagles. You know, we make every scrub team star players into ultimate players here in Philadelphia. So that's my takeaway number 2. My takeaway number 3 is the Eagles no longer need a CB2, and I'm giving it to my new guys again. Jaire Alexander against his former team shut down City. Now we have 2 Guantanamo Bay and Jaire Alexander Island, okay? Because these guys are about to lock these rules up. Nobody's going to catch no football. They lost their best tight end. I say the Green Bay Packers have no more than 1, if that, passing touchdowns. And Jaire and Quenya lock these fools down, baby. Yeah, that's my 3 hot takes.
All right. Hey, my first hot take. I mean, that thing is so hot, man. Hey, it about to make the frozen tundra melt it, right? It's just going to be nothing but freaking fire when a pick 6 happened by Jaire Alexander. Pick 6. I'm calling it. Woo! I'm calling it. Jordan Love, just like he should have 2-3 interceptions. I mean, did you see the one he threw in the end zone, like with the helmet, with like the DB was right here like this and just went right through his hand? Like Jordan Love will give you every opportunity to stay in the game. So I'm calling it a Jaire Alexander pick 6. We didn't have one all year long. Well, yes, we did. Jealous Hunks. But I'm calling a cornerback pick 6, Jaire Alexander pick 6. Well, I'm not going to go 200 yards for Saquon Barkley, but I'm going to say that the Philadelphia Eagles is going to get not 1, not 2, but 3 push touchdown versus the Green Bay Packers. Remember, the Packers was one of those teams. We've been waiting for this. Remember.
That would be so crazy. We saved the last 3 games, maybe stop doing it just so we can overdo it against Green Bay.
Remember, the Packers was one of those teams that cried about the tush push, and we're going to get 3 tush push touchdown on the Green Bay Packers. So that's why I'm saying that Barkley, yes, he's going to get the yards. He probably going to get 150 plus rushing yards. But I'm telling you right now, those tush push touchdowns, we've been saving it for the sorry, whining little called the Green Bay Packers. So we coming for you. So that's 3. And my last hot take is, man, Nakobe Dean, man. Nakobe Dean is going to have 15 tackles on this game.
Woo!
15 tackles and a fumble. And he gonna 15 tackles and a freaking fumble on this game right here. I'm telling you, man, defense is going to be the reason why we win this game. Jordan Love is going to turn over the ball at least 4 or 5 times for us. We're going to be waiting for him. But I'm telling you right now, defense is going to be the reason why on the road, good championship defense travel. Championship defense travel, giving you offense short fields. So definitely this is going to be a defensive game, especially now after the bye week with the cornerback that we acquired. Michael Carter, Jaire Alexander, Nakobe Dean coming back, Brandon Graham, Nolan Smith coming back. Our defense should be flying like they ain't never flew before. A Fly Eagles Fly will be on display on Monday night. Woo! All right, let's go. And the score though.
We didn't do that part.
So my score prediction for this is 27-17 Eagles.
27-17.
27-17 Birds. I think the playoff it was what? Let me see the playoffs. I gotta see what the score was.
I feel like both games were last year. We were one possession games, right? One possession game.
Yeah. All right. So the first game we played the Packers. The score was 34-29.
Beat the Packers. Facts.
And then the second game was in the playoffs 22-10. So 12 points, and then the first game was a 5-point game in Brazil.
Okay,
what up, Major?
So I'm going to say the score is going to be 31-17 Birds.
Okay, you try to 4-up me. Okay, cool.
Because it's 31's fitting is the number that I love to use. 31-17 Birds, and we look clean. Like the biggest thing I want everybody to I really want to see from this Eagles team is a clean football game. All the penalties from last game, it's not acceptable. You know what I'm saying? We had a lot of penalties last game. I want to see that get cleaned up. I want to see, Petula open up the playbook a little bit more. You've been watching them over the last couple of weeks, open up a little bit more and more. I want to see that trend continue. I want to see every game that we see a little bit more comes out, until we're the unstoppable force I think we can be. I want to see this team really show that they're healthy now and they're back and they're ready and they're motivated to win this chip, baby. Because I think this is the time. It's November time. No more talking about November, December, because November, December's here. You know what I'm saying? November and December's here now. And I want to see, I think Jalen Hurts undefeated in November. I think.
Nah, he couldn't be. Shit, we were on a collapse. After Thanksgiving, though. We did collapse after Thanksgiving. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that probably like December or something, but I don't know.
That one. But, he plays good football in November. And I just think that, with the running game opening up, the pass game going to open up, A.J. Brown's going to be back. So that's going to help out a lot. I feel like the Eagles had a talk with, A.J. and over this bye week, and they sat down and they squashed whatever beef they had. And I think that beef is done now. I think regardless if we, re-sign him or not when his contract up, or even this offseason if we trade him or not, for the rest of this season, we're going to have a dedicated 100% A.J. Brown, and Eagles fans should just thank God for that. I don't think we're going to see as much tweeting going on after these games. I think we're going to see a good A.J. Brown come out there and want excellence for this football team and going to give him what he wants. And he's going to have a hell of a season, a hell of the rest of the season. So, sky's the limit for this football team. I can't wait to see this game. I hope that we just totally trouble them. 31-17, and the 17, the last touchdown came in garbage time type thing. So, I don't have no words about it. I don't feel like the team's better than our team. I think we have the best team in the NFL. I don't think anybody can really touch us in that aspect. I think we got one of the best defensive coordinators in the NFL. Now, if this offensive coordinator can keep on a trajectory he's been on for the last 2 games, and that's going up. This offensive line's health has been going up. Everything can continue to gel. We should be fine moving forward throughout the rest of the season.
See, so I'm going back to the playoffs, right? The last time we faced the Green Bay Packers. So the score was 22-10, which is coincidentally like the score, the vote to bend the tush push, whatever, right? Or wasn't it? Or no?
Yeah.
What was the 22-10 thing? Yeah, whatever it was. Yeah, that was the first time. But not only that, Saquon Barkley had 25 carries for 119 yards, average of 4.8 yards. His longest run was 17 yards. So it wasn't like he broke off for 30, 40, 50 yards. It was little efficient, 4.8, almost 5 yards, every carry. But the passing game was ass. 13 for 21, 131 yards. A.J. Brown had 1 reception for 10 yards. Devontae Smith had 4 receptions for 55, and Dallas Goedert had 4 receptions for 47. In the playoffs. Yep, in the playoffs.
It was the Saquon Barkley show.
It was a Saquon Barkley show. 25 carries. Hurts ran it 6 times, and then of course, Kenneth Gainwell had 3. On the other hand,
with Clark out and Michael Parsons added, it should be the Saquon Barkley show again.
Yeah. I mean, because we know how to play Michael Parsons. He was in the Philadelphia, the division, for 4 years. We always run towards Michael Parsons. Like, we don't run away from him because he's good and from the chase down block from behind, the chase down tackle from behind. But total, we rushed for 169 yards on them. So, Yes, we rushed 169 yards on them, but we threw for 131. But the Packers had 107 yards rushing, 212 receiving. I mean, so it was a pretty tight game until the first quarter. Eagles was up 10-0, and then no points in the second quarter, and then the third quarter 3-6. You know, we got 2 field goals, and then fourth quarter 7-6. So, like, I expect it to be a good game. The Packers are a solid team. I'm not going to poo-poo on their team. They're a good team. They were the number 1 seed for a reason, right? But yeah, we'll see, man. Hey, it's going to be a tight, contested game, I feel like. And then towards the end, a couple mistakes, a couple turnovers, and that's why I picked the score to be 27-17.
Yeah. Either way, it's going to be great. We're going to definitely be talking about it. I'm going to see, especially on the TikTok side, because I see that that's what the dual camera's for. I've seen someone stream the whole game dual camera. We use live on it and also stream the game at the same time. So I think I'm going to use that dual camera this week and try it out on the TikTok platform and see how it works out for you guys. Salute to you, Instagram, for the first time streaming on Instagram. Salute to you, Instagram people. You know, let's get those likes up. Let's share the streams. Let's start getting more people on there. And same with you, TikTok. You know, always love for the X community. You know, you guys are always blowing up on me. You know what I'm saying? I think earlier today, my first live stream I had, we had 150 people in there. So salute to you guys for all the support you guys been giving me. And YouTube, you know, love all you guys, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you guys I've been with you guys the longest, you know, we've been on here the longest, 80 shows, man, that's crazy. Think about 80 shows we done did together. And this is not even the only show we ever did together. We did like 3 other shows together, you know, before the show even was existed. So, you know, 80 shows of the truth, you know, it seemed like it came so fast. So, you know, I just want to salute to you, my partner, JC, and much love to you. And, man, let's keep this thing rolling. Let's next stop. You know,
I mean, man, I feel like, hey, this is the end of the season. We wrapping up with some shit. Damn, guy. You know what I mean? Damn, man. Hey, you know, it made me depressed to get off of here, guy. You know what I mean?
Every now and then you gotta give love.
Hey, you've been to 80 shows. Yeah, this is it. We about to get canceled or some shit. Hey, we going, like, are you okay? Are you going somewhere?
No, I'm not going
at least wait till the end of the season to the parade.
Like that's a big number. That's a big number.
Hey, what's at least we get 100 or something, man. You giving out freaking kudos at 80 shows. Damn, man. Hey, I can't wait to see. Hey, look, I can't wait to hear your speech for the 100 episode.
Yeah, we said we're doing a giveaway for the 100, so we got to think of the giveaway. We're gonna do a giveaway for 100. Give away something to you guys for supporting us throughout the whole time. That's 20 more shows from now. Is that still this season? How many weeks we got?
We probably got max 13, 9, 10, 11, 12. You know what I mean? The Super Bowl included.
Look like it's going to be in the offseason. Sometime in the offseason, that 100 show's going to get here. But hey, tune in because it's going to be fire no matter what, man. This is another episode of The Truth with your boy, BirdGang 31 and JC SportsTalk. Like I said at the end of my videos, fly, Eagles, fly.
The birds.
And we out. Peace.
What's going on, everybody, man? And welcome to the very, 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 very first episode of